Yo, Pedro, we're over this way. Pedro.
I see you.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
No, you're right there. Yeah.
No, you got to point this way.
Oh, y'all on both sides. Okay, I see what it is. Savage,
yeah.
Get your feelings, facts matter.
Sorry about that glitchy beginning. It wasn't. I kept clicking it and it kept doing this.
Okay. That's what it is. We're here, y'all. Savage AF. Forget your feelings, facts matter. Listen, we are a show that talks politics, hot topics, and current events, and I don't give a fluff kind of style. We are adults. We do curse a lot, but the algorithm tells us don't do it within the first 5 minutes. So we'll be cursing in 3 minutes and 58 seconds.
That's not true. One of us has a potty mouth. One of us is an angel, and I don't know if you could tell which one we're talking about. And it is not me.
Was an angel too. So
okay, it is Pedro if he believed in angels, which he doesn't.
Again, I'm going to say it. Lucifer was an angel as well. Okay,
that is true.
Angel don't mean good. It just means it's just a title. It's not a disposition necessarily. Either way, these two angels were both black. We're here for you guys typically Monday through Friday, typically 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, typically live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram simultaneously.
Yeah, listen simultaneously. Also, I'm going to let y'all know something. Sometimes you go, where's the scroll at? I don't see it. I don't see where it is on the screen. I'm going to point my finger to it, and you're going to follow it. It's right there.
And this is why you need to scroll, because if you do miss us live on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, we have a YouTube channel that has all the shows archived. Like Shane said, the URL is screening at the bottom. Oh, catch it.
It's
coming.
Get it. It's gone. God damn it, it's gone. Wait, there it is again.
YouTube.com/C/Savage AF World, all one word, man. Get subscribed, get notified, ring the bell. Don't.
Yeah. When you get there, sometimes you're confused. You go, what do I do? Well, it's pretty self-explanatory. Also, you get there. You're there. You don't know what to do. Pedro's lurking. I don't know why he keeps lurking. But stop lurking. Stop lurking, man. And what you do is you give us a thumbs up, because that's only the Christian thing to do. So you know what to
get. Christians are wrong, but hey, we love you anyways, guys.
Yeah, Christians start wars and they start a lot of shit. Yeah, I can say shit now. Oh no, I didn't. Too soon.
No, we all did 30 seconds.
Also, please give us a rating, because a rating is always good. Rate us, subscribe to us, hold us,
comment, share,
follow us on this beautiful platform that apparently is making careers right now. And I don't mean to cry, but if you don't follow us, I will kill you.
Metaphorically.
Metaphorically.
Yeah, verbally, that
I would never harm any of you. But
physical violence, pretty much verbal and socio-ideological violence is what we're about.
Yeah, no, I was talking about physical violence. Like, I'll find you.
So actually a felony, Shane. You
No,
really
I will
can't.
find you and I will kill you. And I have a set of special skills.
I
And
guarantee I will not spend not 1 or 3 seconds of my life looking for you or
you
trying to kill
sure?
you. If you show up at my house on some bullshit, we might be different.
There you
But
go. That's different.
I'm not
But
gonna be out here looking for y'all motherfuckers.
right, but we won't have to even deal with that if you just follow at Black Pedro and you follow at comedian.
Instagram. You gotta say it on the ground because
I
like
did say Graham. I did say Graham.
and then just tell them that the comedians die daily by not having Instagram follows. So that's it. And listen, if you're not on either of those platforms, just know that we are also on Facebook and they don't have any rules. There's also threads, but on Facebook, Savage A.F. So yeah, catch us there. Also, we do want to give some shout outs. I see Black Love Goddess over my IG. I see Damian Hines.
Black
What
Love Goddess. I
And
mean,
there's
love.
there's some underscores there, so you know.
I'd be, yeah. Somebody, if a woman told me that my name is Black Love Goddess, I'm like, what kind of ring you want? That is an amazing name.
I'm gonna ask her what's her actual name. To be like, this nobody named you that.
There's nobody named.
And then I'd ask her where she gets her shrooms from.
Yeah.
Lady Hazel May is in the building over on YouTube. Aaron
Imani
Kingsley.
Jones is here on the YouTube.
Let's go.
Aaron Kingsley, Aaron Kingsley, thank you so much. Got to meet Aaron Kingsley. Thank you.
Mizzo Williams is here. Sean Stubbs is here.
LG.
Brick by brick, helping us build the building.
LG's in the building.
We don't have much time today, so let's get into the show, y'all.
Let's jump into it.
Facts matter. Black Pedro, comedian Shane. Did we even introduce ourselves? We're your hosts.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
I'm also in the background. What up, Joe?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. We're going to end today's show. And we're going to talk about your boy. And I know all of y'all love him, but we're going to talk about Trump's magic ear.
Dun, dun, dun.
But before we get into that, last week, I had an incident with one of our listeners, WDMA. One of our, he's in here every now and then, was extremely berating Kamala Harris, I would say, like doubting her blackness and every other credential she may have, while bigging Trump up. He said he was going to send me a bunch of information. I'm gonna go through it with y'all, but what do you mean? Will be my question today.
Yes,
but before we get to that, Shane, I know you want to talk about this, and we're gonna put it up here. I actually don't even know what this means, but it says on musky balls.
Yes, it's the way you say
no, Phil, bro. We have time. We have enough time for you to explain. Go ahead and what Trumpline musky balls is.
Okay. Oh, what the hell?
It's my coaster.
Elon Musk invited Trump onto Twitter. It took an hour and a half before they really get on there.
Twitter does not exist.
X. I'm sorry, X. X Twitter, piece of shit place, and it went horrible. It sounded like two little girls talking. It's like, what do you do? I do. What do you do? What do you do?
It must be a video feed, right? And it failed or something.
Yeah, I hate niggers. What do you do? I hate niggers too. What do you do? It was a racist mumble mouth, mush mouth fuckery.
The N word wasn't actually used, right?
No,
I mean, they came N word adjacent, but
that they lived in the basement where the N word lives upstairs. And
they were at the pre-meeting.
I don't know if any of you heard it or even clips of it. It was absolutely just a shit show with apparently the evil mad thinker and Trump whiny little orange cunt ass. Look at that face and tell me that's not a super villain that Tony Stark needs to take out immediately. What the fuck is wrong with Elon Musk?
Elon Musk right here looks like he figured out where the Batcave was, and he's like, "Yeah, bitch."
It was
Gotcha.
absolutely. I don't know if y'all heard it or not, but if anybody out there votes for Trump after listening to not only the multiple, the press conference, which was absolutely a shit show, but this was even more of a shit show because it wasn't like he didn't have any teleprompter or anything to go to. It was just mush mouth racist babble. He said some really offensive stuff pertaining to Kamala Harris. He said some really like just blatantly not true shit about Waltz. It's just it's amazing. He still wants Biden back so bad because he knew that he might murk Biden, and Biden's not coming back. You orange crusty bitch. He's not coming back.
He was definitely reminiscing about that. Like
He was reminiscing it over and over and over.
Putting it out there. He was putting he had his vision board. He was like, Biden's gonna take over the DNC
and come back. Yeah. So the reason I wanted to start off with that, I didn't know if anybody even listened to it because it started off really late. It was having all kind of glitches, and I don't understand why Elon Musk, Mister I want to live in space, with his giant leader head, did not get the shit right. He fucked it up with what's the last dude, a satanic from Florida. I call him satanic, but satanic. Okay. And he fucked this one up, and it was a lot of sucking up to Trump's ball sack, a lot of coddling of his testicle area, a lot of evil ideas. And if y'all can't see, even though all you black women out there acting petty and say, I don't like that black bitch and she's this and that and Kamala, blah, 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 blah. There's no comparison and just coherence and capability and just basic put a sentence together, motherfucker. And I didn't know if you had listened to it. It was all over the news yesterday. I don't know if you had listened to it.
So, like personally, at this point in my life, I'd rather swallow a live porcupine whole.
The whole porcupine, even the tail,
while it's wiggling and everything, like full grown ass porcupine. I'm gonna try and shoot that bit, like right on, like just swallow whole the porcupine, rather than listening to.
I listened to part of it. I had a show last night. I had a show last night at the Ziggy Hotel, and up in
Chang, I would wash my eyes with Brillo pads before I sat.
Or you would listen to
Elon Musk and Donald Trump talk about anything.
Normally,
how to wash your eyes with Brillo pads. Because other than that, and if you tell me to stick the porcupine in my ear, I was like, oh shit. I was listening to it wrong, or I was eating it wrong. Okay?
Normally, I would put my balls in the snapping turtle's mouth, then listen to it.
Here's another thing, though. The little clip I did hear.
Oh, somebody listened to it. Okay, so
Lady Hazel May brings it up. She said, "Yes, I listened to it. Was Trumpy drunk or had no dentures in? Because he was like." Let me tell you something.
Look at like we're over there.
Like he had a whole little like
so it was
something going on with his speech orifice.
Well, yeah, I mean he's definitely almost 80 years old, and he's not like a healthy 80-year-old. He's a Kentucky Fried Chicken eating. Big
Mac 80-year-old.
He's not a hey, I know some 80-year-olds that they roll up on you, you'd be scared because they is super healthy and they're ready to go. In fact, like the one that beat that dude, that veteran that beat that young dude up, the brother thought on the bus, he said, "Now I told you I'm a veteran, leave me alone." And the motherfucker kept doing. He said, "All right, now I'm gonna have to show you what I did in Vietnam." And he beat the brakes off this dude. By the way, look it up. Dude on bus beats up young brother. If you get a chance.
Oh no, let it go. Let it on out.
Lady Hazel May listen to it. I'm telling you, I listened to it in spots because there was parts of it I couldn't understand because he was so incoherent.
Aaron Kingsley confirms that he was lispy as fuck.
Yeah, he was.
even know it was an adverb, lispy.
Yeah, something's wrong with him, dude. Listen, I know people say he's crazy and this and that.
Lispy. Where Miss Adverb at?
That-
Is that an adverb? Lispy?
Yeah, lispy is the word. Lispy is the word.
Lispy.
Yeah.
But you
He's
gotta say it like
lispy.
this. Gotta be
You
like,
gotta
yeah,
say it
yeah,
like this. It
I'm
was
lispy right now. I just took my teeth out, and I'm just a little lispy.
Mike Tyson.
Like
It was
turned
Mike
into
Tyson.
Mike
But
Tyson.
this is the other bad part of it. Elon Musk is the worst interviewer in the history of interviewers. His questions were like 6
I don't even
minutes
know.
long.
I don't even know if that's on his resume as interviewer or just dude who has cameras and money and can talk and ask questions
Yeah.
to people, which isn't the same as interviewing. It's just having a bunch of money
Yeah.
and cameras and talking to people.
It was some the reason I said Trump lawn musky balls. It was the most mush mouth musky bullshit. And if people out there cannot see that Kamala Harris is a better option, even if she gets in and we work with her and try to get her on some of the same pages. Some of the people say she's too progressive and all this other stuff, but obviously we don't want Dr. Doom to fucking win. We don't want this motherfucker to win. And I think it's a better look. So anybody out there that don't see it's a better look, I feel sorry for you. I'm sure that you probably, lick your toilet bowl clean with your tongue. I really do think that.
Unadulterated, like nobody's watching over that shit either. It's just like they're just letting you lick because the door is closed and you lock it and then
You lock it and
you start licking and
yeah,
it's like
and then nobody can stop you. And even if they tried to stop you, as soon as the person turned around and did this, you would leave them alone. You would leave them right alone. But I'm gonna tell you, and the people on Instagram, if you think I'm bullshitting, listen to some of these clips of this lispy mushmouth psychopath. And he said he doesn't know anything about Project 2025, but yet he's quoting shit from Project 2025.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. Shout out to Tony Rush over on Instagram. What up, though? One of the fastest motherfuckers in the state of Michigan. One of my football. Pagan Patrick.
You're getting a little ahead of yourself.
Charles M488. Y'all don't know. I ran with the fastest motherfucker.
And by the way, wherever if he's listening, if he's listening, if you ever want to, me and you go to the top of a hill and see who can roll down there the fastest, I'm sure I could take you. I'm sure.
All right, Cat Williams downhill.
I can roll downhill faster than any man alive.
First of all, I was the first person to run 40 yards in 20 yards.
And that's when I created the elevator. I mean,
I ran the 40-yard dash in 10 yards.
Tennis shoes weren't tennis until I put the shoe on the end of it.
Nobody's ever done that. Yeah, guys. But listen,
we're gonna move on to the next thing. But I swear to God, when I was listening to it, I was thinking, how do you even fathom that this dude is qualified? What is wrong with America? We need to start beating some people's ass, Pedro.
Well,
I just think we need to start putting hands on some people.
A laying of the hands
and Ricky Smiley was talking shit about if you voting for anybody else but Kamala, then just block me, and a bunch of people blocked him. But there's a lot of black women showing their ass. I was looking at some of the comments, and it's not about her policies. It's not about what she's accomplished as a prosecutor or anything like that. It's just about that bitch thinks she's all that, and we don't need that now, black folks. We don't need that cornball, snake in the grass shit.
Also, guess what?
What?
She's all that, bitch. She was a district attorney, an attorney general, a motherfucking senator, and now vice president of the goddamn United States. You ain't did none of that shit. Neither have I. And so I'm willing to bow down and be like, you know what? Your ambitions, your execution of those ambitions are greater than anything I've ever did. I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to hate on this shit, go ahead and do it.
But this is what's sad. You just put And this is true because there's a lot of young people that think it's a reality show until it becomes to bite them in the ass and the asshole's all puffy and then they can't take a shit because the ass cheeks have been sealed shut.
All right. So Miyu says, my friend's 20-year-old son said he's voting for Trump because Trump says outrageous things that he can laugh at. He thinks it's a show, it's a TV show. Miyu, I don't know your how you identify racially or what your makeup is. Therefore, I don't know that of your friends or your friend's son. If your friend is black, I usually don't wish this on black people, but I hope that 20-year-old man dies soon.
Wow.
And if you're white and the kid is white, I hope that young man dies sooner. Because at this point at 20, if y'all around him and y'all are talking to him and he's not soaking it up right, fuck that dude. But here's the thing. We're gonna move. We're
gonna move on.
Topics here. So, but we're in the same place because some of you may remember that about a week ago, we had a follower on here who has been regular. I hadn't actually seen him be this vocal in a while, but WDMA Warrior is the handle. It's on here a lot. He has made many comments, but we were going back and forth, he and I think it's a he.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think it's a he.
But I think he also goes by another handle on Insta that I am familiar with. So that's why I think this is a he. But WDMA Warrior, I'm just going to ask, what do you mean? I don't know if he's in here today or watching and is just being silent. But I'm going to have to say, fuck your pictures. Facts matter. So for those who do remember this interaction between me and this guest last week,
WDMA
Warrior, he was really challenging Kamala's blackness. And this was coming off of the heels of Trumpty Dumpty at the NABJ, the National Association of Black Journalists Conference, in which he publicly questioned Kamala's blackness and her identity choices and seemingly painted her as flip-flopping.
Apparently, she's one of the women from X-Men. She could just turn black.
During this conversation, during this exchange here on this show, which again is archived if you go to the URL that's scrolling at the bottom, youtube.com/c/SavageAFWorld. But in a string of, and I'll just show it because I don't think I can bounce back and forth between my live Insta feed and my message box.
Once we get into our big studio, we'll be able to do all of that.
But this is your boy. This is WDMA Warrior. He sent me a few things. One of them was a 4-hour YouTube video, which I'll admit I skimmed through, but it just seemed to be a bunch of clips of people being like, Kamala ain't black. And if you look at my last post, I prove it because her dad is Jamaican and not black. And I'm like, I hope an elephant comes all the way down your throat and you choke and die. Anybody who believes in that type of shit.
Well, but they do.
Also, he sent within this thread, just so I can show you, it's this one that says, it says altered photo/video. And this is that altered/photo/video right here. It is a meme, which you know I don't believe in. I only clown them because a meme is never proof. It could be information, but it's probably something you need to double check. But this meme says, staffers in San Francisco are coming forward stating that Kamala Harris was an escort for judges, politicians, and various powerful businessmen to sway court cases and help push leftist policies in the state. Democrats are trying to bury these allegations. So first of all, they're admitting that they're allegations. Second of all, this is allegedly a photo of Kamala Harris. Based on the face alone, I'm going to say the picture's old as fuck.
And also, that's an Asian woman.
No. Well, Kamala Harris is an Asian woman as well.
Well, that looks like a different type of
No.
Asian.
It looks like her, but it's old as fuck and out of context. And then you just slap a bunch of words on top and expect me to believe that she was actually some sort of prostitute or escort for whoever. That's dumb. That is really, really fucking dumb. To really put that up, to present this to me as evidence that A, she's not black somehow, or B, that this is proof that she was a prostitute. That is stupid. That is fucking stupid. I'm sorry. Also, to present this to me and to say there are 2 HBCU graduates, Howard. So you telling me they are of Black American culture? Well, on the right is Rachel Dolezal, who was proven to be a fraud in terms of her blackness, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And then over on the left, you have Kamala Harris, somebody who has never switched her black affiliation. By being from Oakland, by going to Howard, by pledging AKA, you are claiming blackness in a way that for Kamala Harris, I believe to be authentic. There was nothing. There's another clip here, so I won't be able to bring this into the feed, but just like I'm gonna do this real quick.
And California's Attorney General Kamala Harris has scripted history as she won the U.S. Senate seat from the state, becoming the first Indian American to achieve this feat. 51-year-old Harris defeated fellow Democrat Loretta Sanchez. Harris was born in Oakland, California. A 2-term Attorney General in California, Harris would replace Barbara Boxer, who announced her retirement in 2014 after serving more than 2 decades in the state.
So that was a clip. Literally, that WDMA warrior sent me to prove that she's not black, and I'm like, nigga, this is an Indian outlet claiming they homegirl. That's not Kamala Harris saying I'm only Indian and not black, right? Like, do we get that? Like, do we honestly?
No, they don't get it.
Why you can't take that video of an Indian news reporter being like, the first Indian. She is the first Indian woman to be vice president. She's also the first black woman. She's also the first woman. Like, there's a lot of cross sections, my nigga. But you remember,
Pedro, you're wrong.
In the middle where they meet,
I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong.
Nigga, and you could be a bunch of shit.
Hey, man, come on, man.
Calm down. Black Pedro, what the?
I got to do it again. I got to do it. I'm sorry, everybody. Pedro's having a moment. Pedro, come on now. Come on now.
Oh, that's my damn goddamn.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong.
Ooh.
Can I tell you why you're wrong in WDMA Warrior and his ilk? And I said ilk because people
in his clan.
Yes, you know why he's not wrong? Because there are people that see that video, there are people to see that photo, and there are people that use whatever they can because they're dumb. And you are trying
that
to.
Don't mean he's not wrong, though. That don't mean he's not wrong.
But
I'm gonna tell you right, he's still wrong.
Wrong in their dumb people's mind is not. It's not that. Get back
Fuck
over
dumb
here.
people's minds. Fuck dumb people. In the back of their head, fuck their mind.
It's
damn,
okay.
I love this song.
Dumb people put out dumb shit, and then the other dumb people eat it up like slop. So what they want to do is use whatever they can to try to besmirch. And I use besmirch.
No,
this
it's
woman.
besmirch. It's with a B.
No, it's D.
Wait, what?
Wait a minute. I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why. It's besmirch because it's dumb people doing it.
Besmirching. Okay, I got
right.
Besmirching. Okay.
So besmirch is a besmirch is different than de-smirch, because de-smirch is for the dummies. There are so many dummies out there that are going to believe this and put that video up and go, see, I told you, they said she Indian. And then they're going to run with it. And all you haters out there and all you black women that are insecure about yourself or whatever the fuck is going on with your life, because there's a woman that all she does is post on Instagram all of this stuff about she ain't black, she ain't black, she ain't black. Go get a man, you horrible hag bitch. Number one, maybe you will never get a man because men don't like sleeping with warthogs. And she looks like
with hands. Wait for Halloween.
Exactly. So at least do a skin regimen or something before you talk shit. Something,
or just be kind. Like,
yeah, but
you ugly and fat and shit. Like, be nice.
And what you're doing by doing that is doing Trump talking points and JD Vance talking points and putting it out there. And there are people that are so twisted that they're gonna think that. You got to think 46% of the Republican, 92% of the Republican Party that are MAGA buy into 1,000%. 46% of the Republicans out there actually believe half the goofy shit that said, that he had the biggest crowd ever, that, you know, he went down in a helicopter with a black man, and he said he went down in a helicopter and found out it wasn't neither one of the dudes.
Jon Stewart
murdered him.
And it was a former mayor, city councilman,
but it wasn't the person he said.
It wasn't Willie Brown, Kamala's ex-lover or whatever, right? Which is one of the tropes they're using to say that she slept her way to the top. Again, I hope my first lady, first woman president slept her way to the top, because all y'all did. Or to the bottom. JFK and his brother fucked Marilyn Monroe, probably. And
but I don't think this is why
they're
bringing up shit like, hey, she used to date Montel Williams. So the fuck what? I mean, what's your point? Okay, here we go with the
YT says Trump is on Spanish TV now saying he'll quickly get rid of illegals, also known as criminals. It's amazing how ignorant he is.
And there's still people that are Hispanic or Latinos that are actually rocking with him because, again, they're part of the dumb people. You got to understand there's a lot
Lady
of dumb
Hazel May is challenging that and say, YT, he's not. But he is part of Trump's, whatever the platform is, which isn't explained either, is, you know, mass deportations. Like, that's
and actually
all the little dick motherfuckers are getting
as
much trouble as they can.
Just like Hitler. He goes by the Hitler book because he actually studied Hitler. They said he had it next to his bed. He's re-quoted, you know, things that are part of the Hitler fucking verbiage. That's just a fact. We've seen him do it. And he said with these illegals, quote unquote illegals, or immigrants or refugees, he said that we're going to make concentration camps. What does that sound like to y'all? That don't sound Hitler adjacent?
Really close. It's next door. YT Johnson says, update. Black Pedro believes all politicians slept their way to the top. Well, guess what, brother? In order to succeed in life, eventually, you got to sleep
with somebody.
The people who get to the top, they get the best sleep.
You know what?
So if you got to the top, you probably slept your way there at some point. I didn't say they fucked to get to where they were going.
He said rest. They were getting rest.
They slept.
I'm going to let y'all know something right now.
I ain't never... A couple times I fell asleep with my dick inside, but I ain't never slept during sex. I just slept.
I fucked, but I didn't sleep. There's difference. There's difference between I fucked my way to the top. And by the way, a lot of my bookings,
means you early to bed, early to rise.
Yeah, a lot of these, and in fact, YT Johnson, I remember your aunt used to. I used to fuck your aunt, and your aunt would give me money to help me get from gig to gig. So is that considered sleeping my? Now that would be sleeping my way to the. Yeah. So yeah, because you're on. She a good woman, strong back, good strong back, good thighs.
Shoulders strong. She can hold
Strong back.
herself up for a while.
Strong back, good thighs. She
That
got good thighs.
wheelbarrow game was
Yes,
amazing.
yeah. All I know is that
I choose my words wisely. Please don't ever try and twist mine. But I just wanted to just put out there like that exchange that some of you may or may not have seen.
well, you answered it for sure today.
But I'm just saying, like, and you know, I'll show y'all some of the, and you know, he was hitting me with all these things, and he was like, "You sure are quiet." Like you said, don't debate dummies. I have thrown a video of fact out. Explain how she is black, please. He thinks these things he sent me are facts, right? He's like, you never answered the bowl of greens question. I don't even know what that means.
I don't even know what that means either.
Giving a shout out to a rapper that was dead. Nigga, I give shout outs to BIG all the time.
What? Yeah. I mean, he just kept going.
If I get no reply, it's all good. Keep that same energy, though. My energy is the same. To be honest, I live a life and really don't have time to deal with this shit. This video right here, this one right here, nigga,
4 hours.
It's a 4-hour video.
Yeah.
And it's just like clips of niggas sitting around talking shit about Kamala. And I'm like, none of this is proof.
It's just you talking shit.
At one point, they literally were like, his dad said that his race was Jamaican when he entered the U.S. I'm like,
and then they do that, you know, the face like they got you.
Put the baby up. Put the baby up, dog.
You see how I got you?
But like, listen, back then, if you were immigrating to the United States, especially from the Caribbean, and you were a person of color,
you black.
But also you came here like during the civil rights movement and all that shit, there was no incentive to be like, yeah, I'm black. Where do I get beaten? Like,
yeah.
Dogs over here will sick them on you soon.
Where's the line for the hoses? Because
where do I overcome? Because we shall.
So all you people that say that dumb shit, think about it. Really.
Even the white baby know that's some bullshit.
But no,
even the white baby know. When my mother tells me this story of during the civil rights movement, you know, my mother's probably in her mid-teens and shit like that. When the images came out of like Bull Connor sicking the dogs on the fucking
on women, teens,
women, children. My grandparents, hailing from the islands of Trinidad and Tobago and St. Vincent. My grandmother was Vincy. It's like they literally looked around the room. My mother tells me the story of like, what the fuck did we do? Like, where did we come?
Why
the fuck did they weren't white?
Is this the wrong stop? I got on wrong. Is it the wrong stop I got off on? Is this the?
It's like, where the fuck are you? Is this
and YT Johnson? Yeah, you're right. I have dementia. My battle with dementia, and even though you hear me clearly talking to you, and I clearly stated your aunt, I didn't say your mama. I said your aunt, and my mama jokes or whatever.
You're not always friendly, dog. You come on sometimes. You be like, Pedro's shirt looks like a pirate or some shit, and it's just like, that's not what we talking about, dog.
Yeah, but see, he likes to talk about that.
Yeah, this is really.
But I mean, if he
have
wants
a relationship with some of y'all, but like sometimes whitey, you come in like a whitey, and you're like,
and you get roasted. I say shit to you. Pedro ignores you. Sometimes I feel like sometimes I feel like you look like your face needs some smoke, and that's what I'm saying. And I can't see your face. But I'm just saying, you seem like you need some smoke.
I'm glad you brought this up. She said the forms that indicated your race only said black, white, or Hispanic back then. And I love that, right? Because in my lifetime, in our lifetime, I've actually filled out other. Because, you know, like the affirmative action forms back then, applying for college and all that dumb shit, even the census in my early adult years, it would give like, are you white? It's like, no. Are you black, not of Hispanic origin. And I'm like, no.
No.
And they're like, Hispanic. I'm like, no. And then you get into the other shit, Asian.
Right. Yeah. But the thing is,
I'm like, they're like, you're either black but not Hispanic, and I'm literally a nigga named Pedro Delfino Hernandez. So I'm obviously black of Hispanic origins, but I never have considered myself Hispanic, like just totally.
Well, I have considered him that way, and a lot of times when we go do shows, when we drove, right, when we go do shows anywhere near Mexico, sometimes I want to drop him off, but
but the reality is,
no, I mean, of course,
those categories actually worked for me. So you could go back and be like, Pedro didn't claim black. It's like, no, I didn't claim black, not of Hispanic. I'm saying
I just didn't claim, yeah. And people think I'm mixed.
My other means I am black of Hispanic origins,
right?
Or Hispanic of black ass African origins. Or if you want to make us some other category that actually recognizes all the shit that's in me, fine. They called that other back then. So sometimes I clicked other.
And by the way,
the truest thing, given the choices that I identify to. Some people have criticized me like, well, now you fucking up census dollars that should be going to black community. I'm like, well, they should have said that. Nobody told me. There was
nobody came and said it. But I'm gonna tell you right now, being a person that is high yellow, but I am not mixed. I don't have a white parent. I don't have a white grandparent. I don't have a white great grandparent. None of them. They all was black. I'm just high yellow. And people question me all the time, or what do you mix with? When I mix with anger, fuck out my face. Right now, not you geeky ass niggas.
And Damani Jones as Latin or Hispanic, and usually they differentiate between Latino and Hispanic, not Latin and Hispanic. But if I remember it correctly, Hispanics are basically places that were touched by Spain that still speak Spanish.
Still speak Spanish, but they're right.
And then Latinos are people that were touched by Spain that don't. So I think technically I would be Latino in that sense. And, again, we create our own constructions, our own constructs.
Right. If you look at
like in terms of sociology, these are our definitions of how we perceive the world.
Well, at the end of the day, if you look at Dominicans, if you look at how Dominicans, and there's Dominicans that are black, I don't know why people think they're that, and then they don't. A lot of them claim black. There are Puerto Ricans that are black in appearance and claim being black. They just speak another language. So listen, for all the people that do that shit and all the people that talk that shit, and WDMA Warrior, we used to have a couple other little trolls on here. Yeah, I know why you get on here.
Call WDMA WDMA Warrior. I wouldn't call him a troll. Like I know
troll adjacent,
but with there are lines and boundaries to everybody's sensibilities and beliefs and social constructs. So like I think WDMA Warrior is righteous about a lot of black issues to a degree, and then it's like when keeping it real goes wrong, and it's like she ain't black because her it's like my nigga, like raised in Oakland, daddy Jamaican, mama's Indian, she got the skin tone, right? It's not like she had.
I've seen her claim she claimed black. I've seen an interview where she claimed black constantly.
Oakland raised,
she
Howard
never
University. AKA, she's Alpha chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha. And
but
if you
Pedro,
what that means, then please
Pedro. Well, yeah, but the thing is, and for the people that said you're not gonna vote for her because she ain't black enough and all that other shit, look in your fucking heart and realize what the alternative is. Read Project 2025, or at least the highlights. Read some of the shit that they want to overturn, you goofy motherfuckers.
Speaking of goofy motherfuckers, we love them here. But Compton's Finest says, I just put white, then say surprise niggas when I show up for the interview.
Surprise, motherfucker. That was in Dexter, where the dude from Dexter, the cop, would always say, "Surprise, motherfucker."
He just CF. He was like, you thought it stood for Clifton Forthright? No, it's Compton's finest, nigga.
Yeah. Hey, first off,
you gotta pop out and
first off, cuz. But I'm telling you right now, look at the alternative. And speaking of the alternative, because we're gonna do this real short and sweet. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, even though I've kicked it with Oliver Stone. I cannot understand why this is not questioned. Trump said he has a magic ear. Did you hear that? That he heals better.
Magic ear. Okay.
He heals better than other people.
He said
That's what he said out loud. Out loud, he said he heals better. I heal better than. No, he was. It was a press conference. He said he heals better than other people. Now, if you look at when he said he was shot there, and that was the blood, which I question. If you get shot with an AR, even if it grazes you.
No, he didn't get shot with an AR. He did not get shot with a 223 or 5.56 shell.
Okay, even if it grazes,
we know this, that he was grazed by glass from the telephone.
And by the way, the shooter, I mean, you could have done better.
Oh, man.
I mean, you could have done better, man. You could have done better.
My thing is like, how does Trump survive an assassination attempt, but Drake got murdered? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, damn, bro.
That's a different kind of murder.
Yeah,
but
damn.
Do you think his ear could heal within 7 days? Even though he wore that big patch, so he would get empathy and sympathy from his people, and then all the other people put tampons on their ears and shit, maxi pads. That is his.
Yes. No, he could totally heal because again, he was not hit with a 223 or a 5.56 shell.
But he keeps saying he was shot.
Hold on, those are the only two calibers that are going to be coming out of an AR-15.
So he wasn't shot. He wasn't shot, but he.
Well, no, we know that. We know that.
No, what I'm saying is the press, the media, which keeps siding with him and giving him, a pass constantly. He keeps saying he was shot, and he was shot for us, and he was shot for the American people. None of the other shit.
He was shot at.
He was shot at, and his ear. I looked at it on different, and they had it in different videos and shit like that. The motherfucker's healed. And he also said it hit his earlobe.
But we know he wasn't shot. We know this. Like, this is their spin is what their spin is. But we know this, so that's not even something we question. Like, how could his ear heal? So it's because he wasn't shot. He was grazed by glass from the teleprompter, which was shot. So he was shot at. Let's not doubt that. I think it would be silly to doubt that he was shot at. He was just not shot. He got hit.
And I wish that they would say, but of course he's not going to say that because he's a pathological.
He's gonna hype it up.
Hype it up, yeah. And the bottom line is, not more than an hour after that happened, they were making merch to sell about him being shot. Not that he's been shot, but they were selling merch and I survived the assassination tennis shoes. I survived the assassination mugs. I mean,
a firefighter did not. An innocent bystander.
I
think there were a couple of other injuries. So there are people who didn't, and that's probably the most important thing to focus on.
But he didn't even. This is how much this motherfucker's horrible. He does not mention it. He didn't speak to the family.
Yeah, no,
he didn't do none of that. He don't give a fuck, because I think that the way that people view it, and there are some black people like, that motherfucker, man, he took a bullet for us, and it's like, stop the dummies.
I wish you would have taken one for him. Breezy Joe is like, I retch every time they say he survived an assassination attempt. He did, though. It was an attempt. The kid tried, bro. The video game scenarios didn't help.
He could have. If he only had one more chance.
The melon has to be orange though. That one's
that's
green. It wasn't ripe for the picking.
I mean, but all I know is that the way people are bigging him up, and I can't believe people bought the tennis shoes, the assassination attempt tennis shoes, and and the t-shirts, the mugs, and shit like that. And he uses the money to actually use on his defense because he still has to pay both of those fines that he has. And I just don't understand why black folks are just buying into that. And if I see anybody that's black,
no, I gotta correct.
no, not all black folks. A
Black
percentage
folks are not buying into that, bro.
Oh, yes, they are.
Don't push that narrative.
What? That black people aren't buying into the narrative that he was almost assassinated?
Well, I mean, not in any significant way that's making them vote for him. Like, if you mean that in mass, the black voting bloc is now behind Trump because he got shot
No,
at.
but a percentage of it.
I'll quit my job and just debate you all night on this. Like,
okay, well, he got all right. Well, before we go, the percentage of people that are down for black people that are down for Trump, the percentage of black people that are down for Trump and keep going at Kamala and making up shit and saying that they got the stimmy, that's why I'm fucking with him. And right now, there's a girl that's going viral talking about all the things Trump did for them, and like the dumb little kid that's going to vote because he's funny. I'm gonna vote for him because he makes me laugh, and the other thing because he's entertaining or whatever. Like he's going to be
what's
juggling.
that percentage?
They said it is 12%.
So that's not significant.
But it's still enough to tip this. It's not enough to tip the election.
No, that means that 88% of black people are probably still going to vote for Kamala Harris of the ones that vote.
No. It's 70%. The other percentage are not even, they haven't decided, which I don't understand that shit. The people on the fence. It's still the people on the fence.
So 70% versus 12 is a very, very significant.
It's a significant, but when an election that they said is
if you want to clown the 12% for being,
I said the percentage. Yeah, the black people that are down with Trump, the percentage of black people that are down with Trump, that are dummies that don't realize he's racist and don't give a fuck about them.
It's not significant enough to flip.
But no, this is what they said. It's a close election, and they said that if black people don't come out in mass for her, there's no way she's gonna win. I just watched it today.
They've already come out in mass, dog.
You think they're gonna come out in mass?
I don't. It's not a think thing. The fucking venues the functions are happening. People are out. People are out for it. Like, you know, Shay. And sometimes I know you're presenting other sides, but like, be realistic. Like, there is a lot of energy behind the Kamala.
I agree.
Waltz.
So my pessimism, hold on for a second. So you're saying my pessimism with a country that already hired this corny motherfucker once, that hired him
only once, and after he did the job, they fired him. We fired him. Okay, and what the fuck happened just now? I don't know what just happened. No. Until he jumps back on. We fired him. Yeah. We fired him. And guess what? He's still a felon that is running for re-election and has a possibility of winning. I'm not going to say he's going to win, but he got a possibility of winning. And anybody out there that tries to act like he don't got a possibility of winning, you better wake up when we wake up one morning and that motherfucker is president again. And I'm telling you, you can't get comfortable. You can't think we just gonna win. And the energy that we putting out there, he'll jump back on. The energy we're putting out there is gonna make us vote. A lot of people got this energy and still don't go vote. So I'm talking about the percentage of black folks, the 70% they said it is down for Kamala or voting for that we're gonna vote for Biden. We don't know, but I know for sure these Trump cultists are gonna vote for Trump because they're cults. They're in a cult, and we're not cultish. So I don't know where Pedro went, but we're going to end the show anyway soon because he got to go. And
I mean, everybody that's getting comfortable and getting all hyped and saying Kamala gonna win, and then when she lose, then what? You're not prepped for it. Your mind can't fucking wrap around the fact that these cheating, horrible, redistricting, redlining, preventing people from voting motherfuckers won't pull some tricky shit that already got 70 electors and that could actually turn down the fucking election just because they're Trump supporters or Trump loyalists, just like in Project 2025. I know what the fuck I'm saying. I know a lot of people may not agree with me, but don't get comfortable. It's an even fucking election. And for the people that are still on here, it's an even fucking election. It's an even election. And until we pull ahead where we're so comfortable, we think that. It's in the margin of error. You've heard that before. How many people in the feed have heard that? In the margin of error. I mean, this motherfucker could pull it out because Caucasoids, the majority of Caucasoids still. What happened? Okay, yeah. Pedro said his computer died. He got to go. So I'm going to say this before I bounce. I'm going to let y'all know right now. This is what y'all got to do. You better get out there and fucking vote and do your motherfucking thing, because at the end of the day, don't get comfortable. Don't think we just going to win. Don't think Kamala got it in the bag, because we know what happened with that before. So don't do it. Don't do it, because you'll end up with a sad face. You'll be with a sad, sad face. So listen to me. Before I bounce out of here, check this out. I'm going to be in New York City doing some shows. I need y'all to come out and check out the shows. I'm going to be in New York September 6th. I'll be doing a show at a place called the City Winery. Go to my website, iamshang.com. And you get your tickets as soon as possible. If you're in New York City or you're in the New York City area, make sure you come out to the show. Also, I'll be in Philadelphia, PA at the Punchline. I'll be there September 5th. So September 5th, get your tickets now. Make sure you buy tickets now. Also, if you're in the Maryland area, I'm going to be out on a show called Bangin' and Bowie with Touré Gordon, Joe Claire, and Tony Woods. Make sure you go to my website to get your tickets. Anybody that's in town, make sure you get your tickets. I'll be doing a lot of shows. Come see me live. You'll be surprised. And it is in the same vein of edgy point of view, political shit, but funny, not super serious. All right. So I tell you what, I'm out of here. Y'all take care of yourself. We'll see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. I don't know what's up with Pedro's computer, but I'll see you there. And we'll talk to you soon. I'm out.